Underneath the harvest moon, creepy crawlies hum a tune. Mummies wander, shadows flap. Zombies rise from an earthly nap. The howling winds, a witch's clap, echoes through the night with a ghostly yap. Welcome back to the Yap Squad. This is episode 38. I'm Mamba, joined by my co-host Momo. And we're here to yap today for the Halloween special episode.
Woo!
My God.
How sick would it be if episode 31 was on Halloween?
Oh my God. Wait, why didn't...
We should have timed this out fucking almost a year ago to do it.
We should just change it.
Repost everything.
Yeah, we have nothing planned. That's a lie. Today we got to talk about a lot of shit. A lot of shit went down. I did the 24-hour.
Oh, yeah. So for those of you who don't know, during our Hot Ones episode, we didn't really make a bet. Mamba just kind of bitched out on a wing.
Yeah.
All right. And then he said, if I don't have to eat this wing, and the thing that sucks about it, I'm sure you're fine.
A super mid wing.
Yeah, there was.
I could have just ate it.
Yeah. So not only that, I mean, I'm sure. I don't know if you're like me in that sense, where like I want to do something, but I need that ultimatum to like
that was
do
it.
it.
Yeah.
Because like remember how like I wanted to shave my head really bad like a few years ago, and I said you were really bad at CS:GO at that time. And I said, oh guys, if Mamba doesn't get more than 10 kills in this game, oh yeah, I guess I'll have to shave my head.
And then I threw.
No, you just played normally.
I got one.
So it was just one of those things where you're like you want to do something, so you just throw it out there.
Yeah. I mean,
you need that excuse, I guess.
It was also I know you wanted me to do one too.
I just think it's
deep
fun.
down. And I mean, yeah, I also just wanted to do one.
It's the thing about 24-hour streams, or just anything that revolves around us having a plan, and like, I don't know if it's just us or if it's just the world, but I feel like every time we try to do something like that, something goes wrong.
Yes.
Like when I did my 24-hour stream, 8 hours of it was me shitting.
It's just destiny, bro.
When you did it, your computer decides to stop running for like the first time in a year.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
So it's just like, that's insane. I hate that.
Yeah, I mean, well, it was, I mean, at the end of the day, all that really happened is I actually streamed 2 more hours. So really, I did a 26-hour.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Which is fine. I wanted to see the number hit 24. So
yeah, well, that's why I like the idea of like the on-screen timer.
Yeah, true. I don't know. It was honestly though, if I like for real with all the boys there and everything, like helping carry, the only part that sucked was like 3 a.m. when everybody went to bed. Like 3 a.m. to like 6 a.m.
That's what sucked with mine, and that's just because like I feel like I started really late, and then that was when you were like, I'm sticking to my schedule, and then you went to bed at like 11 p.m. or some shit.
Still am.
But yeah. So I was just like, I was alone because like there was no one else because all of our friends suck.
True.
So there was no one else there from 11 p.m. until like 10 a.m. So I spent like the majority of the night just either shitting or wandering around the house with the camera.
Bruh.
Which is awesome because I'm glad I figured out a way to do this. Because like now what we can do too is like just use like the fucking computer as a hub, and I can just have cameras everywhere and not have to fucking like worry about anything.
You're like the FBI.
It'll be sick as fuck, man. I'm telling you. I'm excited for the future of streams. I started like I streamed yesterday. But I'm hoping to get back into the grind.
Well, here's the thing. This is what's crazy. Like when you really put it into perspective. How often are you going to be streaming, do you think?
I want to say
like what's your goal for hours in the next month?
Hours? I don't want to put hours. I'll put days though. Like I want to stream at least 5 days of the week. Have a day off for myself and a day to edit the podcast.
Right. Well, let's say each stream is at least like 2 hours then. If we're putting that into perspective, that's like we're creating like 250 hours of content every month.
Yeah, and that's not including is that including the podcast?
It's probably like 260 then.
Yeah, I just gotta remember, like we put in, like Mamba's putting in 6-8 hours every day of just stream, and then he does a little bit of behind the scenes work for the App Squad, which is probably like another hour. I will be putting in streaming hours soon, but now it's just like the podcast plus all the fucking, and I would honestly say like even hopping on like playing a game with you is like while you're on stream, I would consider that helping with the content.
Yeah.
So I mean, we put in, because I rarely play games for fun now besides Rocket League, and that's just 5 minutes every now and again.
I mean, I'm not a complainer, right? Like I love doing it, but it is interesting to think about that. Like I wake up, I do the podcast shit for like an hour, and then I have like 2 hours to chill, and then I'm just right on stream until like midnight.
Yeah. But it's like, it's good because it's something that you want to do now.
Yeah.
And I was editing the Reds podcast, and it was making me mad that because you had like we were talking about like how like you could have started like when we were like first moved out. Yeah. And I'm just like it didn't make me mad in the sense that you didn't, but it made me sad, like mad. I'm just like, damn, we could have like, imagine if like because I was going through all my old clips and everything too. I was like, imagine if like this grind just never stopped. Imagine like where this all could be at that point. So it's just like a lot of, we were talking about this earlier too, just like a lot of envy and like, not envy. I mean, envious in a sense to where like I could have been doing something. Is that envy? What's that word I'm looking for? Like something like you wish that you could have been doing what you've already been doing.
I would say this falls more under regret.
Regret, yeah. I think it's a lot of regret, man. Especially because
regret still doesn't sound like the right word.
It doesn't. I mean, I just like,
but it's closer than envy.
I sit there and I'm just like, I grew 10,000 followers on TikTok in like in the span of a month.
Shout out Russ.
Yeah. And then I still had that arc going, but then I just stopped. I don't even remember. I don't even think I moved out here yet.
No.
So it's just like, why did I stop that? I mean, I did. My computer couldn't handle Rust that much anymore, but also like, I don't know, just became.
Well, everybody kind of fell off the game, to be fair. I don't know. Look, and that's the thing too, is you don't want to get stuck in the Rust niche. I think you should have changed games, but I also think going back to the regret part and like not like wishing we had done it longer, right? I don't really live with any regrets, like at all. Like, so the way I view it is I went on that whole like journey of being high for 3 years. And that kind of led me to the point where I am now. And now I can like kind of talk about that and
True.
It gives me something to help yap about. You know what I mean? Like it would have been cool if I started 3 years ago.
Yeah, but you probably wouldn't have.
I probably wouldn't have had as much motivation now to improve. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I would have just been probably still high every day. Or I don't know, you know?
Yeah, I think it's a shoulda, coulda, woulda type situation, you know? Also, excuse my voice, everybody. I'm sick as fuck.
Ew.
Yeah.
A lot of people are sick right now.
Yeah, it's been going around my work. And
is it the vid?
No, I don't think so. I feel it's got to be just like the regular flu, I'm assuming, because like I feel like shitty enough to where like it was like how I felt at the end of my COVID spread.
Right.
Like where I'm too weak to do too much, but like I'm still chilling. But like I feel like it's that sickness where you feel drunk.
Well, don't give me that because I haven't had a flu shot in 3 years.
I refuse to take a flu shot because like I'll just get the flu from the shot, and I'm just like,
true.
I'm just like, I'm glad I didn't do it because I would have done it. Or I mean, another regret. I should have gotten it a while ago when I was offered one, and I would have had it then and not now when it's somewhat important to be at work. But that's fine. They can suck my dick.
But yeah, there was I don't know. The 24-hour went well. We raised $100 for charity.
Oh yeah, I forgot. That was right? That was the whole point of it.
And I don't know. I'm still like blown away by it too, because like first affiliate stream, every founder slot filled. And I got the goal raised too in first stream. That's kind of crazy, no?
That's really good, man. I mean, it just sucks because I wish that our friends like supported that a little bit more.
I mean, they kind of can't. I wouldn't drop like $30.
No, I meant in the sense that I wish they supported it from the beginning like that. You know what I mean? Like if they were here from the beginning.
That is true. If they had just been there without the channel points, they would have had channel points faster. I don't really understand that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
And that's what I wanted to bring up too, is that like you guys were questioning like why I had so many points in Angel's chat. I'm just like, guys, I just actually watched the stream.
That's the thing though. That's crazy. I guess because you're subbed, right? Or are you?
I think I used my Twitch Prime for a while.
Because I used to watch every stream and I still only had like 6K.
Yeah, I was surprised when I went in there too. But like, I don't know. I was also a Twitch Andy for a while. So
true. I didn't even think Angel streamed enough to drop 100K.
That's what I was thinking. Points. I was just like, and then when I saw that end stream, I was like,
I have to. 30 seconds in, it's time.
I knew he was going to be pissed too, because he was just like, what the fuck? But then the bitch didn't do it. True. And that's what pisses me. But I got my points back. Luckily, I'm mod and know how to do that. So I was able to.
Letting you guys know, chat. If you guys drop, whatever you guys drop, I'm fucking doing. I honor my channel points here.
Same.
Even if it's 30 seconds into the stream, you hit end stream, I'm taking the day off. Fuck it.
I'll just keep playing the game.
But no, I'm happy so far. I think I keep forgetting to rate people though.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to remember, especially like after doing it for so long. I think the biggest thing is just hopefully having like someone like Steph or like whoever's content brain there as well, just remind you.
Yeah, well, I mean, if not, I'll just go look on my phone. I just need to actually remember to do it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, what time do you usually get off?
Like midnight.
You set an alarm for like 11:55 or something?
Well, I like to end at like 10 p.m. But that way I have like 2 hours to chill at night. But sometimes I'll get distracted, and then like last night I got distracted, and then I ended up streaming an extra 2 hours, and I was at like 9 hours.
Yeah, it was I don't know, man. I mean, it's just again gotta get into the habit of some things.
Yeah.
But building habits is hard, especially when you're so new to something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on that fucking grind. It is what it is.
Yeah.
We got conspiracy theories to talk about today.
True. Before we dive into that though, it's Halloween today.
True.
What do you have any like? How into Halloween were you growing up?
Not really. My thing with Halloween was, okay, this is crazy. I wore the same costume for like 5 years in a row.
For real?
Yeah, because
out of like,
well, I was from like ages like 10 to like 15.
Out of poorness or out of like, I don't want to.
Out of I don't care enough, but I also want candy.
Touche.
Yeah, I would just, it wasn't even like a costume. I would literally just wear like this hoodie. Well, not this exact one, right?
Like,
but
wow.
I would wear like a black hoodie and black pants and like put a fucking mask on. That was it.
Based.
Yeah. Then I would just go and get candy. That was literally it for me. I don't really care about it that much. I think Halloween is kind of a Middington holiday. I
think so too. The only reason like why I like the vibe mostly.
It's fair.
And ever since like, my wife comes from a culture that doesn't celebrate American holidays.
True.
So
that's fair.
She's ever since like our first Christmas together, I mentioned decorating because I come from a very basic white family that loves to decorate for Christmas.
Yeah. You gotta spread that.
So I was just like, hey, you want to decorate? She's like, no. And I was like, I put up a few lights and she's like, let's go all out.
Base.
So now we're going all out for a lot of like every major holiday. I think we're going to go all out for, which is why I keep buying bins every time that they're on sale. So that way we have somewhere to store decorations and shit.
Yeah. I mean, decorations kind of last fucking forever too. So that's a dub.
And as long as you keep them,
buy them once.
Yeah. And the best thing to do it is like right now, once Halloween is over, I'm just going to buy a bunch of shit on clearance. And then I have a bunch of decorations for next year.
Right.
So easy peasy. That's what I did for Christmas. Like half the ornaments I have are from clearance sections.
Are you guys going to give out candy on Halloween? Because I don't care.
No.
Based.
I don't care that much. It's a Wednesday night. I got work in the morning, but.
Fair.
And plus, like in apartment complexes, they usually don't do it, especially because the whole thing is like you have to have your porch light on. We have no control over our porch light. So are they just going to assume that every single person just giving out candy? I don't think last year Halloween, or the last 2 years in the other apartment, I don't think.
They did a trunk or treat the one year.
Yeah.
Well, maybe both. I don't know.
Either way, I think that in apartments, they don't usually do it.
Yeah. I mean, trunk or treat makes sense because you never know.
I would do it if I was in a house.
Yeah.
But, nah.
I mean, a smart way to do it is just leave the candy out and then
have one asshole kid take all of it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's going to, but that way you at least put the effort forward, you know?
Were you that kid?
No. I was actually a really good kid, other than smoking weed.
Same. I did Halloween for me growing up was kind of like you, like where, well, I came from like they were like trying to push religion onto me really hard. So I remember like
pagans.
You can't wear like a devil costume or like anything with skulls or anything like that. Like anything representing death. We don't like that. I was just like, dude.
You know you're supposed to be scary on Halloween, right?
Yeah. And so I was just like, whatever. And then as I got older, I remember my ex, she wanted to go out, and I remember I was like, I'll just paint my face. I tried to paint it. Have you ever watched American Horror Story?
Nar.
There's like for those of you who know, there's like that season 1, the way that Tate paints his face to go commit a very horrendous crime. It's basically like Punisher makeup looking type shit, like a big skull. And I was just like, I'll do that. And I thought I did a good job, but then I saw the pictures and I was just like, man, that looks like a 5-year-old did that. That was a horrendous way to try to do that.
Yeah. I think I'll care more about holidays when I have kids of my own.
Same.
Because I think it's important for kids to have that kind of stuff to celebrate and enjoy.
How are you going to do Christmas?
Well, they'll probably be at their mom's house for Christmas. Planning my divorce already. Nah, I don't know. What do you? I'll probably just say like, oh, fucking, I don't know. Santa fucking came in, dropped a bunch of shit off, bro.
Yeah, I think it's gonna.
Then when they hit like 12, I'll be like, it's me, guys.
Surprise. Are you gonna go all out, do you think, and be like, dress up as Santa?
No.
Based.
We could go to the mall and there will be a Santa there.
Do the Easter Bunny? Do you have any of those pictures like of you as a kid with like the Easter Bunny or like Santa?
I don't remember anybody ever doing the Easter Bunny.
I have a few.
Did people do that like at the mall?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I don't remember that. I didn't go to the mall that much.
I remember a few times. I remember actually that brings up a Halloween memory. I remember being at the mall on Halloween because like they were giving out candy or something. Remember this was like fucking early 2000s. So apparently malls are a thing back then. And I remember I was a little baby, little fucking baby. So it had to have been like 2001 around that area.
Yeah.
If not still the 90s. Because like I was still like, I was walking, but I remember being like, I remember not being able to talk, but this is such a core memory for some reason. But I remember someone getting lost, and then I remember looking for my dad, and I'm sure my mom was just like right behind me. I wasn't actually lost.
Right.
But I remember looking for my dad, and I just see the first tall white person in the sea of Colorado, which is all of them. So I was just like, I went up to the first guy. I was like, Dada? And then it was like that fucking Vine. I was like, do I look like your daddy? But no, it was just some guy turned around. I was like, you are not my dad. Like, what the
Dude, that's
fuck?
a classic. That's a childhood. That's every kid has that core memory.
Yeah, because like they all just dress the same.
Yeah.
So it's just like literally just polo tucked into jeans. And I was just like, Dad?
Nope, not dad. For you Zoomers out there, the mall is like Amazon, but in person.
Think about like, and then they have Chipotle and Panda Express all in one spot. It's actually pretty cool.
Like, you know how you your parents take you to McDonald's when they don't have food to cook? Think of that, but next to a clothing store. And then also, what the hell else is in the mall? A movie theater, perhaps?
My mall had a movie theater.
Those were the ancient days.
The movie theater was the place to go.
I don't know. I was never really a movie theater kid.
Yeah, I mean, you've only been to one movie.
Green Lantern, 2012, 3D.
Your dad was just like, yep, good movie.
He didn't pay attention.
And I was just like, he did not watch the movie if he thought that was a good movie.
Wait, did you ask him about that?
I just remember that being a topic of conversation because, like, they were just asking me and my wife every question. They were just like, so what's your favorite movie? Favorite book? And I was just like, what's your favorite show? We just went on. And then somehow it turned into movies. And then you said, I haven't been to the movie since Green Lantern. And your dad was like, who took you?
You.
Like, you? He's like, oh, yeah. It's a good movie.
I wish, I don't know. My parents are funny, man. They just, they need to learn how to let me do my thing.
True. I think that they annoy you too much for what they're actually doing, though. Because, like, you were like, oh, they're smothering me. And then they're just like, so how was your day? I was like, yeah, man, this seems like it was crazy. This must be a day.
Yeah, but that's the thing is they turned it off like when you were there because they wanted to meet you. You know what I mean?
True.
But like as soon it was like, remember the conversation me and your wife had like about how my sister was as soon as you guys left? I'm not gonna leak it.
Oh yeah.
But like that was literally like literally 5 minutes after you left, and I was like, Brad, like, oh my god.
That's what was crazy too. Is I was expecting to be there for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then
they're yappers.
Like 4 hours.
That's where I get it from. I got the yap gene.
Well, also I just like felt bad because I was like, I didn't want to, like, especially because your dad started studying up fucking Jenga and shit. I was just like, I would feel like an asshole. And then he's like, who wants to play Jenga? And then no one said anything, and I was just like, I'll play.
Well, they also, to be fair, they did play. We played Jenga for like an hour before you guys got there, and then I was at that point. I was like, well, I'm 4 beers deep. I'm ready to just sit down.
True.
He's really good at Connect 4. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Hyping you up so much.
She has no idea I'm a streamer.
That's crazy. It's like you live this totally different life that you're always wearing a mask. Every day's your Halloween. Dream?
Dream.
Well, check your Twitch whispers. Dream.
Whoa. All my Twitch whispers are just random art bots that said, how's streaming going? I gave you a follow. You deserved it.
I felt so bad
Heart
because
emoji.
Angel had this one person in his chat and he was like responding to it.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then all of a sudden he's just like, wow, you should buy more followers.
Bruh.
And
it's such a classic.
Momo, why'd you ban them? I was just like, dude.
So oblivious. I feel like Angel would get scammed if it wasn't for us modding.
True.
Angel would get his fucking card sold to a Hungarian. Like somebody else we know. It's me. My card got sold to a Hungarian, man. I'm not going to say that. I almost said something bad.
How many, I think we discussed this like on the podcast before, but have you experienced anything spooky in your life?
Yeah. There's one moment in my life that I was like, I think my house is haunted. And it was, I remember it so distinctly because it scarred me for like 3 years and I never wanted to go into the basement again. I was like in the basement playing PlayStation 2 because the PlayStation 2 was in the basement for some fucking reason. It was on like a fucking, like a microwave sized TV, bro. That shit was funny. But I was sitting there and I was playing like Shadow of the Colossus. I was like 12, I think. And I was like I went back because I got that game when I was 6 and I couldn't beat it. So I went back when I was 12 and tried to beat it. But I was sitting there and I looked to my left and it's like a bunch of, imagine this wall, but like white, you know what I mean? And I see like a full-sized human shadow just walk across the whole wall.
Fuck that shit.
And there's no windows down there. So there was like, I'm like, I was actually like stun locked in fear for probably like 30 seconds. And then I never ran that fast in my whole life.
Fuck.
And then I didn't go in the basement for like 3 years after that. But that was it. That's the only actually scary experience I've ever had.
That's fucking wild for like your first and only one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like random shit will fall over sometimes and I'm like, that's a ghost, but I don't know.
Yeah. It's hard to be, I don't know. I've seen like too many things like in the shadows to be like, every one of them is a ghost.
Yeah.
I'm just like, that's just my eyes. Just my eyes playing tricks on me.
Surely.
But then there's some things where I'm just like, that's a ghost. I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Bruh.
We need to,
You've never had like an actually scary one?
I've had a few, but like a lot of them have just been like disproven in my own mind because I'm just like, nah, surely that's not what happened. But
True.
Trying to think of things that like just weren't coincidences. I remember this one time I was like 4th or 5th grade and we were sitting on, it was like pitch black. I was at some random kid's house I've never been to in my life. My parents definitely had no idea I was there. I remember we were sitting on this trampoline and we're like, let's do a seance. It's dark. And then we're like, spirits, if you're here, dude, let us know. And this kid like,
get rizzy with it, spirits.
This kid was like on a farm, like somewhat of a farm, you know, like they just all have like farm animals.
Right.
And then this horse just goes, does like the horse like breathe out sound. And that scared the shit out of us.
Like that?
Yeah. And so we just ran inside.
Was this kid real?
That's what's crazy.
You ever talk to him again?
I don't actually remember whose house I was at.
Mock ass.
Like that's the thing. Like I know who the other kid was because I remember we went there with him. Or like I went to his house first, and then we went to the other kid's house. But I don't remember. Actually, I do remember. But yeah, that wasn't. Nah, the only other scary things that have happened to me is just like real people. So
people are way scarier than ghosts, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I remember there was this one time, this dude had to have been on meth or some shit, but we were sitting at a stoplight and there was 3 of us in this small Ford Ranger, and it's only the first 3 seats. We're all crushed together in the front, and we're sitting at the stoplight turning red. We see this other guy he's crossing the street, going the opposite way. So like we're here and he's over here walking that way. And we're just like staring blankly across because he's watching to see if traffic can come. And then this guy just turns his head like a fucking zombie, locks eyes with us, and then just starts sprinting through the fucking traffic at us.
Holy shit.
And we're like, what the fuck? Peels out, we leave, and then all of a sudden we decide, let's go back.
Bruh.
So if we park at our friend's house, we start walking back to that intersection. And then we see the guy, he's walking towards us. And then we're like, this was a bad idea. And we turn around and we start walking back towards the house. And then I hear my friend go, oh shit, he's running. And we look back, this dude's full on sprinting towards us. Bruh. We're like, what the fuck? And we just take the fuck off and we just split up in different directions and we end up back at the friend's house. We're like, what the fuck was that? Such a bad idea.
Dude, I don't know, man. Like, people are fucking. It's like you make eye contact with the wrong person and he goes schizo mode.
Yeah, your life could just end over someone's bad day, which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, like how is that? I don't know. You ever see like people that you are like, if I stop looking at this person, he no longer exists. Like that human cannot live a real life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like for you, I don't know. Like for people that I know, it's easy for me to be like, okay, this guy's like living his own life and has consciousness.
But everyone else,
but like a random meth head that like chases you across, like there's no way that guy's real.
He despawns after the chunk is unloaded.
Yeah, right. What the hell is that?
That's my kitten. I got a new cat, guys. You watched my stream yesterday. You saw him. He's crying because he wants attention, but he has to be separated from the other cats for a while.
Yeah.
So he's probably just hungry. Wants some more food, but he just ate. He's fine.
Bad bitch. Like father, like daughter. Like son, like son, like mother. Bad bitch. Sorry.
Just bullying the cats.
Fucking. What the hell else we gotta talk about?
Conspiracy theories.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Weird. It's like something's making it more slippery, maybe.
Ghost.
Yeah, ghost probably knocked it off. I don't know. We were going to talk about, I want to learn about the Bermuda Triangle and why it's actually so fucking creepy. Like, is there actually like a higher rate of people like disappearing?
I think that there is, but honestly, I think it's just because it's such a high like storm area.
Yeah, right. Because like every hurricane passes through there, right? So
people are like, oh, all these ships are down there and they sank. Well, yeah, there probably was a fucking tropical storm and it just hit there. Like, I don't think anything like actually creepy has like ever happened besides that there's a lot of ships that have sank in that area.
I was gonna say, surely there's not like some fucking, like if you enter there, there's just like a kraken. The last kraken on Earth lives there, and
No,
it just
they've
ships.
Like, think of that's like from Cuba to Florida. Think about how many people cross that all the time to migrate to Florida. It would just like, that would just mean like every single person would not exist. Cause like if they can go on their rafts and stuff, no one would make it.
True.
Cause they have to go through the triangle to get there.
Well, damn. Well, the Bermuda Triangle sucks then. Why does everybody think it's so fucking scary?
That's just my thoughts on it. You know, I think it might be like a little bit different for others, but like, let's see. Let's just look up the Bermuda Triangle.
You know, the disappearance of Amelia Earhart is like a lot more fucked up than we were taught.
Really?
Well, there's like, I don't remember the exact details, but I'm pretty sure she like put out a distress signal and like they just ignored her.
The fuck?
But I don't know if that's true or not. I might be lying. It's just, I don't know. The Bermuda Triangle feels like 1990s clickbait. Like
Yeah, look at this. The number of ships and aircraft reported missing in that area was not significantly greater, proportionally speaking, than in any other part of the ocean.
Mm.
In that area frequented by tropical cyclones, the number of disappearances that did occur were, for the most part, neither disproportionate, unlikely, nor mysterious. So, I mean, I think it's just like these are happening in this area because that's just what happens in that area.
Yeah.
Paranormal explanations. Triangle writers have used a number of supernatural concepts to explain the events. What events?
True. Triangle Writers is a crazy title.
I mean, it's just violent weather, methane, hydrates. Like, this big ass wooden ship, of course, they're fucking gonna sink in a powerful storm.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. To me, like, it's not really a conspiracy theory. It's just what happens.
True.
Look at Amelia Earhart, though.
Do like Amelia Earhart conspiracy, maybe, to see what I found. I don't know. It was like some random TikTok, so it could have just been fucking cat.
Controversy? Oh, that's crazy. Did they ever find her body?
I don't think so. I think she got eaten by coconut crabs.
Something went airy.
The U.S. Coast Guard, which had been in sporadic radio contact with Earhart, received messages that she was lost and running out of fuel in the week that followed. Another 57 credible distress signals were heard around the world, and then radio silence.
That's crazy. No thanks.
18 months later, she was declared legally dead. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. July 7th, a woman using a shortwave radio in Eastern... Can you read me? Can you read me? This is Amelia... That's fucking cap. That's Eastern Canada. That just doesn't make sense. But yeah, I mean, it's just the fact that like the distress signals got like kind of thrown away, I guess.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? Like she's
Find
lost.
her.
She's lost. They're lost. Like no one knows.
True.
It's
What year was it?
1950.
Yeah, true. Actually, that's
Like-
fair. We just figured out how radios worked back then. Period. So.
No, 19.
Oh,
30.
yeah, 1937. All right, never mind. Yeah, she's fucking dead.
Like if anything, like where was she supposed to go?
What do you mean?
Like what was her trajected like flight path?
Probably through like southern U.S.
That's it.
Well, she went around the world. She was on the she left California and went west around the whole world, and then she was like over the Caribbean when she died missing. You know?
Let's see what some popular theories are. Earhart ran out of fuel and crashed and perished in the Pacific Ocean. That's the number one theory. She landed safely on Gardner Island but died before she could be rescued. Was an elaborate scheme to spy on the Japanese who captured her. See, that's what I was going to say. Is like, it's very, during that time, I feel like that would be a more possible thing than anything. That or she was like,
that
just,
actually is that's a legitimate one.
or that she was shot down, you know?
It could be. Could be.
Yeah, captured by the Japanese military.
Yeah, okay.
Secretly
buddy.
went to New Jersey and lived out her life under an assumed. Why though?
That's bruh.
There'd be absolutely no reason for someone who's like showed that like she has like so much success would be like, just kidding. No, I don't wanna be famous.
Can I go to New Jersey? Nobody has ever said that. Even people from New Jersey.
Benjamin Franklin, get off my screen. Yeah, these are, you know what's crazy is that like I thought about like the Japanese thing and then this is all the theories. I've never heard these theories before.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
I feel like that's the most
with what was
logical
going
one.
on because we
That's right after World War One, right? Pre-World War Two.
well that's what's crazy is by this point the Japanese-Chinese war was already raging for like 5 years. So like 1 million people had already died in that war, probably more. So like we already kind of knew by this point that Japan was on the path to war with somebody big other than China.
Axis.
My real question for this theory would be what year did we stop selling oil to Japan? Because that's like the ticking time bomb. That's why Japan attacked us in the first place, is because we stopped selling them fuel.
For real.
Mm-hmm. Because they wanted to take our fuel.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like another unnamed country stopped selling us fuel, and then, you know?
Huh. Mm.
Yeah. 9/11, probably.
True.
Where's theory number 10? Amelia Earhart did 9/11.
Not there. It's only 9 theories.
That's actually...
That's crazy.
Yeah. Considering the bar was like halfway down the page, I thought there was going to be another one.
Apparently there's controversy, but
Yeah, I don't know. Are we going to... Well, bro, she is the 1937, bro.
we'll cancel her.
Everybody was controversial back then. Even my grandma.
She's
probably.
a nice lady.
Remember when she had the music on her iPad?
Just blaring.
Yeah. My grandma has like really bad hearing, right? She's had hearing aids for like the past like 30 years. and she was blasting her fucking game. She was playing like Candy Crush probably. And my sister goes, "That's really loud."
Thank you.
I like the Philadelphia experiment. That's the one where the ship disappears. Did you like read that or what?
I haven't no, I haven't read that.
It's an interesting one because, okay, I'm going to paraphrase here because I don't actually know everything. So if I'm wrong, don't yell at me, chat. Your chat now, viewers. In like 1965, a bunch of people were working on the U.S. Philadelphia or whatever, USS Philadelphia. And apparently, according to the people working there, the ship disappeared and like a bunch of people died. And a lot of people who were alive were ruled as like insane because like they were rambling about how like people like came back like stuck into walls and shit.
Oh, I have heard about that.
Yeah, and then it was like, I don't know. A lot of it was like nonsense. And then they said like the ship was spotted like a few hundred miles away from like where it left. And then it like reappeared in the harbor. But like somebody went through and like through the timeline. I remember I watched a video about it and it was like disproven kind of, but I don't know. I just always thought that the firsthand accounts of it were kind of interesting, but it also could have just been like Capium Maximus from 1965. Because my dad would be the type to be like, yeah, I mean, I was working on that ship and Johnny got sucked into a fucking wall. You know what I mean? Like he would say that.
Do you think that, I don't know, but why would they lie?
Clout. Old man.
True, but that was like accounts from like right then and there. It'd be one thing like to make it up like 10 years later, but like.
True. Well, I don't even know if that part is even true. Google it. USS Philadelphia witnesses. Workers, maybe.
I did it wrong. Come on.
What command even was that? Like saved the whole web page? What was that?
Yeah, it was Control S.
I didn't know that was a thing. USS Philadelphia experiment. Was it even in Philadelphia? Crew. What crew statements? I don't know. Philadelphia experiment. Debunks the myth.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
For those of you who can't see, which is all of you, the web page is not available. Back to our trusty source of Wikipedia.
Let's go.
The Philadelphia experiment was an alleged event claimed to have been witnessed by an ex-merchant mariner named Carl M. Allen at the U.S. Navy's Philadelphia Naval Shipyard in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, United States, sometime around October 28th, it's almost the anniversary at the time of recording. Allen described an experiment where the U.S. Navy attempted to make a destroyer escort, the USS Eldridge, that's where we got messed up, disappeared, and the bizarre results that followed. The story surfaced in late 1955 when Allen sent a book full of handwritten annotations referring to the experiment to a U.S. Navy research organization, and a little later, a series of letters making further claims to a UFO book writer. Allen's account of the event is widely understood to be a hoax.
Well,
several different and sometimes contradictory versions of the alleged experiment have circulated over the years in paranormal literature and popular movies. The U.S. Navy maintains that no such experiment has ever been conducted, typical, and that the details of the story contradict well-established facts of the USS Eldridge, and that the physics the experiment is claimed to be based on are non-existent. All right, so this is coming from a story called The Philadelphia Experiment, where the original guy, Carl, sent out an anonymous package marked Happy Easter.
This guy's a schizo.
Yeah. This contains a copy of Morris K. Jessup's book, The Case of the UFO, to the U.S. Office of Naval Research. This book contained many handwritten notes in its margin, written with 3 different shades of blue ink. I don't know, appearing to detail a debate among 3 individuals. Okay. One of them is given the name Gemini. They commented on Jessup's idea about the propulsion for flying saucers, alien races, and expressed concern that Jessup was too close to discovering their technology. Okay.
This guy's a fucking schizo.
What else happens here? Alan claimed to have witnessed this experiment while serving aboard the SS Inju Furuseth. In Alan's account, a destroyer escort was successfully made invisible, but the ship inexplicably teleported to Norfolk, Virginia for several minutes, and then reappeared on the Philadelphia yard. The ship's crew was supposed to have suffered various side effects, including insanity, intangibility, and being frozen in place. When Jessup wrote back requesting more information to corroborate his story, Alan said that his memory would have to be recovered. It referred Jessup to what seemed to be a non-existent Philadelphia newspaper article that Alan claimed covered the incident. In 1957, Jessup was invited to the Office of Naval Research, where he was shown the annotated copy of his work. Jessup noticed the handwriting of the annotation resembled the letters he received from Alan. 12 years later, Alan would say that he authored all of the annotation in order to scare the hell out of Jessup. Okay, so this is just bullshit.
He's just schizo. We might as well move on. This guy is the original schizo.
Title of episode: Disproving all conspiracy theories.
Oh, people are not going to like that. Flat Earth, you're next. Guess what? Whoa, we have gravity.
It came down. Have you seen that video of the flat earthers who go to like Antarctica or some shit, and they go to the ice wall, but it's just the big thing of ice.
Yeah.
They're just like, we climbed up to the ice wall. Okay.
You mean an iceberg, bitch?
Yeah. That's it. That's all it was.
It's just, you're on Antarctica. Congratulations. Then what do they just walk until they reach the other end? And
yeah,
they're like, we made it. Like, I don't know.
I just think that we couldn't see the end. Just okay.
No way.
Good job, guys.
We did it.
You proved so much. Like, just get these motherfuckers on a plane.
True.
Just make them just fly, and you'll see.
It's almost like that. You know what's stupid about it too is you can just go into a high enough building and see the curvature of the Earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, like, bro, just go on top of the Empire State Building.
I can't wait.
Like what?
There's gonna be whenever like more. It's like less money, but still like a lot of money for people to go up into space.
Mm-hmm.
When that's a feature that people can do more often, and it's more like accessible, get a whole group of them, go into space, go into orbit, and then you'll just see the round.
They'll still find a reason to say that that's cap, though. You know what I mean? They'll be like, well, actually, they paid those flat earthers to change their mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, one thing I want to say, though, is like, we do receive, like, I mean, I'm sure it's satellites, and like satellites, I don't understand satellites, but like the way that we're able to receive communication from like the ISS to Earth is crazy fast in comparison to like other means of like talking. Like I feel like there's
Not
less.
really. It's like 20 minutes.
For real?
I think.
I feel like it's like instantaneous.
Google.
Because like think about it,
I'm pretty sure it's like 20. That might be the time it takes for Mars, like in the future. You know what I mean? Message travel time, or maybe the moon. But I'm pretty sure I'm right.
I mean, to be fair, the ISS is only like a couple miles off Earth's.
6 hours and 3 days. So I was actually fucking lying.
No, that's how long
like,
it takes to travel.
So they just are fucking not answering the question. Cool. Awesome. Have you seen all the dumb shit they made Elon Musk do for like when he was landing his rocket back on Earth?
No.
They made him kidnap a bunch of seals, like actual like baby seals, and put headphones on them to test like how the sonic waves would like impact their brain, and like to document if they seemed upset by the noise. That's a real story.
They were just upset that they had to wear headphones. I guess, I mean, again, I'm not like saying that this is fake. I'm just saying like it's fucking crazy how fast it can be transmitted. But like, I mean, everything's transmitted through satellites and they're right next to satellites. They are a satellite.
Yeah.
So never mind. I don't even know why I'm. Yeah, look, they can carry more data per second, allowing the spacecraft to downlink data more quickly. So
you know what's crazy? Eventually, the Earth will have so much space junk floating around it, and not like a distant future either. We're talking like within 100 years.
Now.
Yes.
Think about like amount of.
There's a map. You can pull up like the space junk map right now, but in like not that long from now, there's going to be so much space junk that we're trapped on Earth.
You know what's crazy is that we're talking about that. Yeah, look at that. That's insane.
Yeah. Have you ever seen really what night vision looks like, or do you have a concept of how it like?
I've played Rust.
Based.
Does that answer your question?
Fair enough. So no. But yeah, you with night vision on, you can see pretty much every star in the fucking sky. That's just how it works because bright. You know what I mean? So there was a lot of times where we would be out there in the middle of the night, and I would look up, and you would see like stars just like moving in ways that were like very much not stars or planes.
Huh.
Or like
satellites, perhaps?
A few times I would see like 3 of them like moving like in like weird ways.
But to say, I was like, I've seen satellites move.
That's
which
the
is
thing,
also
though,
pretty cool.
I would say it was unnatural enough to not be a satellite. I'm talking like circles. I'm talking like
a satellite would just go.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking like straight lines. I'm talking like squiggly lines and shit, like weird shit.
That's a core memory with my dad. I remember just being camping with him, and he's like, "See that shit? That's a satellite."
Yeah,
and I think it was like because you could hook up like the old AM FM radios, like if you have like the long antennas and shit, you could pick up their fucking radios.
That was yeah. I mean, that's just ancient tech, bro.
I remember
things were so cool back then.
Still are cool. I mean, we could probably pull up like the ISS fucking like radio waves right now.
True, probably. We could probably talk to them. Do you wonder?
Oh my god, let's email them, bro.
Oh my god. Wait, the guy's trapped on there, right? Are they still up there?
Elon just saved them.
Dude.
So like how was it that you were like saved?
They couldn't say no to being on the podcast because we would just call in and just annoy them until they did it.
Hey.
This is call in number 442. We're still waiting for a response on if you guys want to be on our podcast or not.
Yeah, guys, please, if you know a creator that would like to be a part of this, let us know. Shout them out. Shout us out. Give us some love because my email inbox is looking dry. My email outbox is full as fuck.
Yeah, it's bad.
So we want your favorite creators to be on here.
You got to get them here.
Yeah.
You got to bother them.
Please.
You got to go in their Discord and say, go on the Yap Squad now.
Just type in !Yap onto everyone's channel.
Holy shit.
Until it works.
I'm just going to start going in random TikTok comments, just !Yap. And see.
What are you talking about?
Hello. I got lost. Have
you had any like besides seeing them like that far away? Do you have any close up experiences?
No, that was pretty much it. That's the thing though is it's fucking I don't know. I believe in aliens wholeheartedly because of that
proven already. You know, like
yeah.
If the government themselves are being like this shit's real, but maybe that's what they want us to think.
True. I mean, I don't know. It's just the. I don't know. I saw enough like planes in the sky and enough satellites moving around and enough shooting star. Dude, you would see a shooting star like every 15 minutes with night vision. It was pretty cool.
That's sick as fuck. I've seen some. I mean, because obviously they're breaking the atmosphere if you're seeing them in the city.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah. But like, I saw so many like normally moving objects that when I saw one of those, I was like, that is a fucking alien, bro. And I don't know. I mean, it's hard to explain it unless you've actually just been out there in the middle of fucking nowhere, just looking up at the fucking sky with night vision, you know?
Yeah, I mean, aliens definitely exist. But the scary part is like, what are they doing?
Well, there's so many different theories about like why they haven't contacted us, right? And I think the most terrifying one to me is that Earth is just a alien zoo.
I think diving into another conspiracy theory, without aliens, how else could things like the pyramids, like, and just our technology, like the jump of technology that we've had is insane. Like, there's no way that there was no outside intervention from that. You're telling me like we went from like,
I think that the pyramids were physically doable by humans,
but not in the time span.
But I just don't understand that level of organization for like, what was it, like 4,000 years ago? You know what I mean? I have a hard time grasping that, but I also don't think it's impossible.
I think the biggest issue is that like the time jumps between like
I can't even get 10 motherfuckers to show up to an Among Us stream. How the fuck is the Pharaoh of Egypt getting 100,000 people to pull rocks at all times for every 15 minutes laying a rock? You know what I mean?
That's the thing. It's just impossible.
Yeah.
So it's like there has to be some sort of outside intervention. Like, because you're telling me that we went from like landline phones, and landline is basically just fucking tin can on a string.
True.
To having like iPhone, like that's within 20 years. You're telling me that jump would just...
Well, here's the thing. You have to understand too that certain technologies advance you faster than other technologies. Like, you gotta, like, we went like 30,000 years of just being unga bunga me kill mammoth to we found out how to make a fucking sword. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then think about it. You have Red's friend who created the engine, the steam engine.
Eli Whitney.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, 200 years later, iPhone.
But that's the thing, right? So here, just a random example, right? We had like libraries back in like the golden age of Islam, right?
And now
like,
we have
Baghdad. Shout out Baghdad before it got burned to the ground by the Mongols.
Now we have Kindle.
Yes.
500 years later.
So that's the thing, though, right? As soon as we figured out how to communicate with each other from afar, we now have the ability to share information easier.
Or Jafar.
Or Jafar.
That's a sorry-ass joke.
Don't know.
It's fucking the bad guy from Aladdin.
Oh, all right, fair enough.
Same era, I think. Distance.
Mm-hmm.
Central place of location, perhaps.
Like, let's say copper, the Bronze Age to the Iron Age is a good example, right? We figured we used bronze for like 1,000 years, but then it took like another 1,000 years for everybody to figure out how to use iron because information just spread so slowly. And the total human population is also dramatically higher, which means there's a lot more smart people to figure shit out. You know what I mean?
But like, that's my biggest thing is just like, especially when it comes to technology. How I still don't understand how computers work. Like a CPU blows my mind.
Yeah, that shit's beyond
How the
me.
fuck do we like say
if you ask the schizos on TikTok, it's because we trapped demons inside a microchip.
That's what I mean. It's just like, how like that a CPU is like a rock. How do we make rock think?
True.
How do we make the rock stop taking every movie deal? Like, these answers just don't.
That's a good one.
These answers just aren't, like, we just have questions that aren't being answered.
I think after 2012, he probably should have stopped.
The fact that he's taking movies that relate to so many other movies that you're getting confused as to what movies that I'm talking about are. Like Red, have you ever seen the movie Red Notice?
I think so. What is it about? Say it.
It's with Dwayne Johnson, Ryan Reynolds, Gal Gadot. They're basically treasure hunters. That
I think I've seen it.
So it's basically National Treasure mixed with fucking.
Is there a
Uncharted.
scene where they like jump off a waterfall?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's when they double cross each other.
Yeah. Okay, I've seen that.
So it's National Treasure, fucking Uncharted, and like one other movie all mixed together.
Right.
And that's all it is.
Bruh.
And it's just like, and then Dwayne, and then he did the 2012 thing, End of the World, San Andreas, all together. Then he did that one movie, which is just King Kong, but with a giant wolf instead. Like,
Fly. Nat.
catch it, eat it.
I think I did catch it. Where'd it go?
But now you have to eat it.
It's gone. It's off my hand now.
Sorry. Just bugs, you know.
What the hell were we talking about?
Somehow we went from conspiracy theories to ranting about Dwayne Johnson's discography, but that's
Welcome to the App Squad. That's what we do here. But what were we actually taught? What led us into The Rock, though?
aliens.
Yeah, we know aliens are real.
Industrial Revolution.
Oh, yeah. No, like the advancement of technology.
Like our skill trees. Like who's putting these points in?
It's a scaling system. You know what I mean?
But is it? Because like the scale goes from, it starts here, and then all of a sudden, boom.
I'll tell you, the issue that you're not understanding, the core piece of this is that we have so many more people and the ability for each one of those people to be dramatically smarter.
Touche. I bet it's like
2,000 years ago, the ability to make bronze was just one guy was like, what if I put tin and copper together?
Yeah, who gave him that blueprint?
He just figured it out. You know what I mean? Like he was just like, me put rock in fire, make sword. You know what I mean?
Have you ever done something and you're like, I'm the first person to ever do that?
I can't think of a good example, but yes.
I've had a few of those. Or like, especially like whenever I was like in my music era, I would like come up with like a progression or like a melody. I'm just like, no one's ever done that. And then I'll listen to a song and then that's where I subconsciously got that from. And I'm just like, God fucking damn it.
You know what I think is interesting? Sound wave conspiracy theories.
How do you conspire against sound waves?
Well, have you ever seen people using sound waves to make patterns with sand?
Yes, but that's literally like what they do.
Okay, so now imagine what if we did that? That's how they built the pyramids, right? They used a larger scale system of that.
How do you make it solid?
I'm not a scientist. I'm
like,
a whale biologist. Shout out 2017.
It's made of sandstone, right? Or like limestone, some shit.
I don't fucking know.
Something stone.
Egypt
so it's not like if I'm stupid, I'm assuming that stone is just compressed sand. So how you get the sand to compress like that? And that also doesn't work because of all the tombs and the pathways and stuff within inside the pyramid.
What if they designed it? I don't know.
But you can't if you watch sand on a speaker, you can manipulate it however you want.
Right.
But it's not going to stay that way.
True.
Unless you consistently like that. There's a big subwoofer under fucking Egypt that just is consistently spreading, and then you got like what is Darude sandstorms just playing through the speaker, making the Sphinx 24/7.
Well, what if they had like 1 million people chanting in a certain pitch? I don't know.
No, I mean even then, like again, you can manipulate it for that time. It's solidifying it is the issue.
I don't know. I always thought that was interesting. Like, what if that's how aliens could have done it?
Again, like it's possible for them to like manipulate it, but unless they got like that motherfucking freeze ray, be like, all right, stay.
It's just so crazy to me that like, well, I mean, I guess it was like 6,000 years ago, right? Because it was like 4,000 BC they made it. I don't know.
Finished or started?
Yeah, I don't know.
Bitch, you can't say yes to a double-sided question.
Well, if they built it on their own, then how long did it take? You know what I mean? Like, that shit is crazy to me. I just can't imagine people being that organized that long ago, you know? But I don't know, maybe I'm fucking stupid, right? 3,000 BC, the early pyramids, it says. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Like, it's interesting to put the scale, right? Like, I've said it 100 times. Did you just catch it? The way you let it go. I'm Spider-Man.
I saw it.
The Cleopatra was closer to
The
iPhone, or like Domino's, right?
Pizza,
then to like the fucking pyramids. That's crazy. She was in like 60 BC.
Well, Martin Luther King and Anne Frank were both alive at the same time.
True.
And Rosa Parks liked Little Caesars pizza.
I knew there was a reason I supported Little Caesars so much.
I think so. I think it's like the CEO of Little Caesars or some shit like supported her.
Oh,
I think.
Shout out Little Caesars.
Let me make sure.
We Google it. It's like Little Caesars CEO mega racist.
Yeah, he was the founder.
Oh yeah. Then he he like paid for her to have an apartment or whatever.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Didn't she die in like 1994?
2005.
2000. That's fucking crazy, bruh. It's kind of cool that they just like let her do her thing. You know what I mean? Like that was kind of before people got bothered nonstop about everything.
Well, that's probably, there's got to be a reason why he did it. I mean, he didn't do it secretly because he was afraid of backlash. I don't know. There's probably,
I don't know. It's just cool. I mean, more so like the fact that Rosa Parks was just like allowed to live out her life without being bothered. Stop.
I'm sure she was bothered though.
You think so? I feel like if it was today, it would be a lot worse. Like people would probably like be breaking into her shit. You know what I mean?
You know, I mean, she's probably safeguarded heavily. I mean, she was an activist, but I don't think she was like, I don't know her story too much actually. So I'm not going to like obviously she started a movement, but after that, I don't know what happened to her. I'll be honest.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I don't know. It's just interesting that people, I don't know. I have a problem with, what is it called? Paparazzi. I think they're fucking cringe. I think anybody who like buys tabloids is kind of fucking cringe. I guess it's like their equivalent of like drama though. Like,
yeah, but
we like Twitch drama, right? So is that cringe of us?
Yeah, but I'm not standing outside Soda Poppin's house soon. Where's Nick? Where's Melina? Where's taking pictures of them every time they leave?
You hear XQC is getting sued again?
Yeah, for $10 million this time.
Well, it didn't work in Texas, so let's try it again. Stupid. Dumbass. Yeah. She's just going to lose more. I don't know. Like, but that's kind of based of X, though, because he's like, I could settle, but money gives me the ability to say, no, fuck you.
Yeah. Why would you?
Yeah.
Because that's just kind of saying, like, hey, I did wrong.
Yeah, true.
But, like,
well, a lot of people would just settle just to make her shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but she'll just do it again. Or true. Is that a double jeopardy type situation?
Well, I don't know. I mean, if you settle it out of court, I don't think you can. I think that's like a resolution, I guess, to it, right?
Yeah, but what is she suing for exactly?
Because she says that they were married by common law, which is you both have the understanding that you're married, but you're not actually married.
So she's like suing for like lost alimony or some shit.
She wanted 50% of everything he has because she apparently viewed them as married, but they were never married.
Yeah.
And the whole thing started because he didn't have her in his will.
So with common law, obviously if the Texas people threw it away, it's kind of safe to say that it's going to get thrown away anywhere else that doesn't practice common law.
Well, I think California is probably her next best bid because California is probably this is probably what happened. Somebody was like, well, just try it again in California. They're more likely to side with the woman. You know what I mean? But they're probably going to say, fuck you, no, because Texas already said no. And also X is like fucking better call Saul lawyers. You know what I mean? So
I wanted to go to trial. I want to see like a Johnny Depp, Amber Heard type thing, but for XQC and
yes, bro.
That'd be crazy as fuck.
Dude, seeing X on the stand, bro, like Jean Paul, bro. Oh my God.
They're going to have to tell him to slow down 1,000,000 times. Sorry, the court reporter just could not. What did you... Dude, I was like saying that she was like... Dude,
the type... Oh my God. The recorder was probably going nuts in that room the first time.
They had to have 5 just on standby. just so they can You do every third word, you do every first word, you do every fifth word. That way, and we'll just compile it all together at the end.
Dude, those people are actually, I don't know how they do that job.
No, it's insane. A stenographer, like the machine that they use, is insane. There's only like 12 keys on the keyboard, and you have to like cheat code how you do it. And the way that it looks,
it's like a different language, no?
Yeah, because it's like you have like 3 or 4 vowels, and then like 7 or like remaining number of keys, consonants. And then it's just like when it comes up on the screen, it's like stra, da, boop, ba, ya, ba, goo. And then somehow it's like, I'm not lying when I say that. Like, it's fucking like, because I was watching a video about it yesterday, actually.
That's kind of crazy that this just popped up now. That's like how that's just crazy how the world works. How like you could just watch something and then a conversation happens about it the next day. I don't know. Is that weird for me to say that? I feel like that's crazy.
But look at how this person.
Leave a like on this video if you like stenographers.
You look at how it looks. Ba goo ba ba boo.
Bro.
Scoop.
How do they make sense out of this?
I mean, it just gets translated into like a certain program. Like you're it's like random hotkeys, bro. Like you have to press like a certain combination for a certain word, certain vowels, everything like that. It's just insane.
Yeah, dude, that's...
There's a whole, like you have to go to a school for this.
I would imagine. I mean, it's literally a different language.
Like it's not even a course. Like it's a whole school.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, bro. That's fucking wild.
Now imagine them typing on that. I remember there was like someone, there was like the world's fastest rapper and then the world's fastest horror reporter.
Holy shit.
And they were trying to go hand in hand, and she got like the first like 10 seconds and then just started doing gibberish. She was like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck he said.
Oh, I don't want to watch that. Yo, you know what I saw that I was wanting to watch? I like
Flip Reset.
No. That was cool though.
Did you watch it?
No.
Ah, you son of a bitch.
Bro. Daddy's Head, it's called. It's that sounds crazy.
Yeah.
No, it's a horror movie about it's like a mimic inside their house.
Ooh.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm probably gonna watch that before I start stream, honestly.
We watched
or maybe I'll end late or end early and then watch it at night. I don't know.
We watched a little thriller suspense movie yesterday called Don't Move.
Oh. How was that?
Very good. And it's really crazy because it's about this woman who goes on a hike by herself, and this guy, predator type shit, he seems like a Dexter kind of guy, ends up drugging her with like a paralyzing agent, so he's basically Dexter. And so she runs away far enough, but then eventually she can't move, and so it's just the amount of like crazy shit that happens for someone that can't fucking move. Have you ever watched 127 Hours with James Franco?
No.
It's like where he gets his arm caught in the rock.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it. I don't think I've actually watched it, but I know the premise.
So that movie is very critically acclaimed because they did so much for a movie where an hour and 20 minutes of it,
it's just him stuck. Yeah.
So it's like that. Like this movie is not as static, but for a character that's not able to move, it's such a good movie. One movie series that I do want to watch is the Terrifier series.
I heard that the new one is good.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. I saw the third one just came out, and so it made me want to watch.
Was it scary? Should I watch it?
I don't know about scary. I haven't watched any of them. I want to watch all of them. I don't know about scary, but gory and brutal is what they are described as.
Jesus.
Like this.
It was more just like unsettling or what?
Yeah.
Or just like ew, you know what I mean?
I think that's like they're going for shock factor a lot of times, but the guy that's doing it or like the director says like he does. I don't know how much story is in it, but they all have like really high ratings. So
I don't know. Me and a couple of the people in the Discord were talking about this the other night. Like, I feel like a lot of movies forgot how to make a good horror movie
It's all shock factor.
Yeah, it's all just like, I'm going to cut this guy's head off now. And it's like, well, I kind of wanted to just see a scary monster actually like hunt somebody down instead, but
yeah, it's
or like a good cult movie. I don't know.
It's hard to find now, but they're out there.
Like, remember the aura that fucking Paranormal Activity had when it came out?
Yeah, but that's also
like it's not as good today.
I don't know, I watched because that was like the start of like found footage films.
Yeah.
Right. So like,
or like Blair Witch.
Yeah, that was Blair Witch. You had Cloverfield, Paranormal Activity. Like, you had the start of like found footage, and the reason why they excelled so much is because they were like the first people to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Blair Witch was more intense because, you know, these were literally people who were just sent out into the woods with cameras.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit more terrifying. Obviously, other Paranormal Activities, they had larger budgets. They were able to do a lot more. But I think that's what made them so scary, is because it did look like, how is somebody recording this?
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like, they didn't make like some shit up about it, like how, oh, it's got saved because of this. There was a reason why they were recording. They weren't just doing it for shits and giggles.
Right.
Like Chronicle. Have you ever watched Chronicle?
No.
It's about like these 3 kids that get like Superman powers basically, but like also like telekinesis and stuff. And so the way that they changed like the found footage.
Oh, wait, I think I did see that. They start recording themselves with the powers and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think I did see that.
It's crazy because like they were able to like do these cinematic shots and stuff because they could say, well, the kids, they're telekinetic. They can move the camera around. Like, they don't have to hold it. So it made it a lot cooler because like it would be, I don't know, it was such a good movie. I loved Chronicle's good. They should have made a Chronicle 2. They didn't. They suck.
Based. I forget what the ending was to that. It was like the one kid kind of snaps, right?
Yeah. He snapped, and then he ends up, the one guy that lives ends up going to the mountains that the one kid wanted to go to. I don't know how they could have made a Chronicle 2. I think they might have done like one of those like, oh, the one kid's still alive somehow type thing.
Yeah. You know, I've been waiting for is what's the movie? It's like Brightburn. Is that I've been waiting for Brightburn 2 for so fucking long, man.
That's not gonna happen.
Why, bro? That movie was so good.
Because if it's this far away, it's not gonna happen.
Dude, like, I don't know why we can't just have like a good villain movie where like evil Superman, like literally like The Boys, like imagine like a Homelander movie.
That's probably why, though, is because like we have things like The Boys coming out, and they were just get overshadowed, maybe.
True, I don't know. The Boys, I went a long time without watching The Boys, and I'm glad I did because now I got to watch I got to binge like 4 seasons of it.
Did you watch the spinoff show?
Which one? What's it called?
It's like Generation V or something.
No, I didn't watch that.
Apparently it ties. Like, apparently you should have watched that before season 4.
Oh, whoops.
It's not crucial, but you know, one of those things.
I know the Boys did really well with like mixing humor into like holy fuck, like
and,
this is crazy.
Kind of horror too. It's very like suspenseful in some parts.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just fun. Like, dude, the part where the Deep gets finger blasted is fucking crazy. That
shit's cringe.
That was easily the most unsettled I've ever felt.
I've never actually like gone to and be like, ugh.
Yeah, no, that was probably the most unsettled I've ever felt watching something. Like, just
that when he fucks the octopus, it's kind of weird to me too. But I didn't
think the octopus was that crazy.
It was weird.
It was definitely strange. But like nah, bro, that was fucking crazy. We're way off theme.
Yeah,
it's Halloween.
That it is. Well, guys, we kind of got snuffed out of our original plan, so we kind of just had to wing it.
Yeah, we got a board game. Well, I didn't buy it. This guy did, but it turns out you need like 13 people to play it.
Yeah, you would think that up to 13 people means you can have less. No.
Yeah.
And this one says like you need to do it like in multiple rooms. So maybe one day for a meetup video or some shit, we'll do it.
I think that'd be cool for like a meetup, but
for now, guys, like I said, please hit up your favorite creators. If you want them on our podcast, we'd love to have them on. Next week we got a special guest. Be on the lookout for that. And, be sure to check out our streams. One of us will be live every single day. You will have nonstop content from us.
True.
Guys, thank you so much for the love from both of our personal socials and just the App Squad in general. It's been sick as fuck.
Hell yeah.
And, we're looking forward to the future of our content creation journey. And it's going to be a good one for sure.
Banger after banger after banger.
For real. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed this Halloween special. It wasn't as spooky as we anticipated, but hopefully we were able to solve some of your conspiracy theories and get you guys thinking about things too.
True.
Comment down below what your favorite conspiracy theory is or something spooky that happened to you. Maybe we'll discuss it on the next solo episode. And we'll be sure to do that. If you're listening to it on Spotify, be sure to give us a 5-star rating. Make sure to follow that. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and give us a like, subscribe, and share it with everybody that you know because you love us. Join our Discords. They'll be linked down below. That's where you'll get all our updates and everything for lives and just all that fun stuff. Be sure to follow us on Twitter. We post some updates there as well.
One of us does.
And our TikToks and everything. Be sure to follow those. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. Sorry it's a little bit shorter than normal, but I'm sick.
Again, plan got ruined. He's sick.
Yep. So next week will be a banger. I hope you like it. And we'll see you all then. We'll see you in the streams. See you in the internet. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Woo. It's gonna end hopefully before I finish saying woo.